Hey guys, Jay here. Happy Wednesday night. Had a good day. Sorry, Melody, I didn't get to call you back. I got in a rush because I had to get that stuff from Lowe's, but it was supposed to storm. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I could before it rained. So, anyway, I was outside working. And, who do you think pulled up? Tom comes walking up with his envelope. I go, what's he doing now? So I shut the machine off. I said, what do you need, Tom? He said, I was wondering if you could maybe help me and Mom out. I said, help you out how? How do you get their water shut off? They're 2 months past due. And I told him no. He says, you can't help us lend us money? I said, no. I said, look what I'm doing now. I said, everything you were supposed to do that I already paid you for. I said, and I got to go out and spend more money to fix what you screwed up. I said, then you help yourself to the money. I said, the money for my marriage, you kept it. I said, it ain't my fault you didn't put any money back. I said, you had plenty of my money that you took. You should have had your water bill paid. He said, what do you work I can do? I said, you don't work here anymore, Tom. Get it through your thick head. I said, I'm sorry they shut your water off, but that's a you problem, not mine. I said, screw me once, it's your fault. Screw me twice, it's mine. And I said, I'm tired of hearing that bullshit. You just did everything out of the goodness of your heart. I said, you take me to the doctor's office. I give you $40. The doctor's office is only 5 minutes away. You just sat there looking at me like I'm an idiot. So I give you another 20. You said, that's more like it. For a 5-minute ride. I said, you're out of your mind. You think I'm paying you anymore. So I said, you should have put back some of the money you took off of me. And he said, all right. He said, well, I guess I'll tell Mom we ain't going to have water for a while. So, yeah, I don't care. I'd say their problem. I got problems of my own I'm trying to get taken care of around here. Like I said, cleaning up what he screwed up. But I don't know. Other than that, a pretty good day. It did start thundering and stuff, so I had to shut everything down and put it back in the garage. When I come in the house, and I figured, you know what, I'll just go ahead and clean the house, sweep and mop the floors and everything, get that done. And hopefully the rain will quit and I could get back outside, but it stormed all afternoon. It finally cleared up around 5 o'clock this evening. I'm thinking, I ain't dragging that stuff back out now. It's supposed to be decent tomorrow, and it's not supposed to storm until like 4 or 5 o'clock. So I'll go outside early tomorrow. Glad to fire the machine up at 7 o'clock, so that's when I'm firing it up. And at least get everything up here done. Then I gotta start on that back. And get Dad's pool open back up for him. But, yeah, let me know if you think I was wrong. Should I give him the money or not? Well, I don't care what you think. If you say, yeah, you should have given the money, I was just going to tell you, you give him your money. You take care of it. But, No, I got come in here once I got done with the house, and I looked. It was in the feed, Holly on there again on her stupid, like multiple personality video. So there was another one on there from today, I guess. And she's preaching to people, telling people you think you might be good, but you're not. People are always having a mean streak and do this and do that, and the Lord this, the Lord. You think I'm gonna listen to some asshole putting everybody else down because she's a fool? Him and her breaking into people's homes and squatting in them, raising that kid to grow up to be a heathen, and she's gonna lecture everybody else? Jesus, she better take a look in the mirror. No, never mind. She's so ugly it'll crack. Then Chris had one on there. Said today's his payday. Let's go out and spend all my money. Well, I told you he's getting paid from somewhere. And he sits there and eats. He eats like a damn hog. Who the hell wants to sit there and watch somebody eat? Shit running out of their mouth and everything else. He went to some kind of Mexican restaurant and was making his own burritos. And he was preaching to people too. I'm thinking, what the hell is he now, a dietitian? Telling people what they should eat and do this and do that. I'm thinking, yeah, so all you ever did was smoke and drink beer. And he says, I haven't touched a beer or smoked. He said the 17th be like 5 months or something. Said he's trying to get his body cleansed. Well, I got good news for you. Take a shower. Because you look like you rolled around in mud. All you need is that blanket like Pigpen. Or no, that's Linus. But Pigpen. With the dust coming off of him. Them two are idiots. Like I said, they think it's grown enough to preach to other people after what they did to people. But who knows? But no, I went down to Lowe's today and picked that stuff up. That cleaner that he wasted, I had to buy another big jug of it. Altogether, everything cost me around $150 down there. So I got all that stuff, got the hell out of there. Well, I was hungry. Well, I was thinking of Dad. But I was hungry, so I figured, I'm gonna stop at Walmart real quick, even though I hate going that shithole Wally World. But I grabbed some ground beef and a couple peppers and some tomato soup and made a couple stuffed peppers for dinner. But now, other than that, like I said, I'm kind of cold about Mom. They said she's getting better every day, but now they got her feeding tube and everything, so they said they're still keeping her sedated because she's so damn mean. But, hey, I could have told them that. That's when my sister told me. She said, "Why don't you go out and sit in the living room and talk to Mom?" I said, "I want to tell you something about Mom." I said, "This is before Mom went to the hospital, but she watches them or listens to them damn soap opera things on YouTube. There's no TV or nothing. It's just like still pictures. But if you go out and try to talk to her when she's listening to that, she jumps down your throat. What do you want? You're interrupting my show." So I stay away from her. But I told my sister, I said, "You try going out there watching TV with her or trying to talk to her." I said, "Your little Prius will be pulling out of here faster than you pulled in." I said, "'Cause you interrupt her show, look the hell out." Yeah, I don't know. But Bella, if there was a card, if you sent me a card, I wouldn't doubt if Tom stole it. If he would think it was a card with money in it or something. 'Cause he was the one getting the mail all the time. Like I said, to do what he did and take advantage of me, that's what I told him. I said, "Look at these sidewalks and look at his driveway. He's supposed to be home by 6:00. And I said, "Then maybe you should show up here before 5. I said, "You show up a quarter after 5 and you want to leave." I said, "Then you charge me." I said, "I give you $150, and for what? So I have to come out and redo everything? I'm paying twice for something that's supposed to be already done." So that's what irritates me about him. They just don't quit. Just go away and leave me alone. I mean, I could have been a nice guy and just give him the money. He showed me the bill. But like I said, to hell with him. They got enough money. It's not my fault he only wants to work 3 hours a day at UPS and won't get another job. So, but yeah, I was thinking today about me and Dad went fishing because I was rearranging everything out in the garage and our fishing poles were out there. We used to go to this place in Pennsylvania called the Swamps. That's what it was. It was a swamp. Big snapping turtles in it and stuff. But you had to go walk on these rocks, and there was a little wooden platform, all rickety, rotted up and everything, so you had to watch where you stepped or sit down or whatever. But I remember him casting, he had a jitterbug on, which is a lure that has 2 big treble hooks on it. He cast that damn pole, caught the back of my head, ripped my hat off, tore the back of my head open. And I was sitting there, I was just young. I mean, probably about 8, 9. But I'm sitting there hurting, I was crying, and he says, "Oh, grow up. It ain't that bad." He just cast his pole again like, I don't know. But then we used to take the boat up to, what the hell's that place called? I can't remember the name of it. But catch a bunch of northern pike. And then Bill Kaufman gave me that boat, the old Glastron. Had a 75 horsepower Johnson engine on it. And they've been sitting in his hangar for years, and nobody ever run it or anything. So I brought it home and went over the motor and everything, and got it fired up, put new fuel line on it and everything, and got it fired up, and so we took it up. I got it to where it was running good. So Dad and I took it to Cheat Lake, and I remember us coming out of there with no wake zone, and I cracked that throttle open, the front end of that boat come up in the air, and my dad's like, "Man," he said, "I like this." So we used to cruise around the lake. Early in the mornings we'd go out. But yeah, I miss doing that stuff. But it is what it is, I guess. But that's about it for today, though. I got a busy day tomorrow again, so. But Melody, I'll probably be up same time. I wake up at like 3 o'clock on the dot for some reason. And after that, I can't go back to sleep. Thing of it is now when I fall asleep, I sleep. I mean, I just go into a deep sleep or I'm like in a blackout. So I'm like getting 8 hours of rest and like, because I don't go to bed until like midnight. So I'm getting, yeah, I feel like getting 8 hours of rest in 3 hours because I'm in such a deep sleep. But yeah, I'll text you in the morning when I get up. And that way, if they got your power back on, you charge your phone up or whatever, then we'll see. But yeah, Bella, I hope your therapy went good today. Like I said, you can always come down there and join Jay's therapy. You can work and work and work, cut the grass, cut trees, do this, do that, while I'm sitting there with a big glass of iced tea. Like I said, when you get done with everything, then I'll give you a little cup of water. But by the time you're done with everything, you'll be able to move good. Other day, you won't be moving at all anymore. Between the heat and everything, you might be laying out in the yard dead. Lightning has been detected near your location. Oh, goody, good. Here comes another storm. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to get going. Hit the sack for tonight. Anyway, just wanted to tell you that. Love y'all. I don't let Tom bother me anymore. Like I said, you don't let me know what you think. But, alright, well, I'm gonna get going. Love y'all. God bless. Please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget the damn likey button, Betty. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Good night.